Hello everyone. Today's session is gastritis. Gastrointestinal tract starting from mouth into esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine and anus. Gastrointestinal tract diseases refers to as diseases involving in gastrointestinal tract. Let's move on to gastritis. In this section, we discuss definition, pathophysiology, signs and symptoms, causes, complications and dietary management. Gastritis. This is difference between normal and gastritis stomach. Definition: gastritis is on inflammation of the gastric mucosa, is classified as either acute or chronic. Incidence: the incidence of gastritis is highest in the 5th and 6th decades of life. Men are more frequently affected than women. The incidence is greater in clients who are heavy drinkers and smokers. Acute and chronic gastritis. Acute gastritis is usually of short duration unless the gastric mucosa has suffered extensive damage. Chronic gastritis is a long-term condition in which the gastric mucosa is inflamed or irritated over a longer period of time. Pathophysiology: the stomach lining first becomes thickened and erythematous and then becomes thin and atrophic. It leads to continued deterioration and atrophy. It leads to loss of function of the parietal cells. It leads to acid secretion decreases. It leads to inability to absorb vitamin B12. It leads to development of pernicious anemia. Signs and symptoms: nausea or recurrent upset stomach, vomiting, indigestion, hiccups, loss of appetite, burning or gnawing feeling in the stomach between meals or at night, gnawing or burning ache or pain in your upper abdomen, feeling of fullness in your upper abdomen after eating. Etiology or causes: overeating, overuse of alcohol and tobacco, Helicobacter pylori, non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, infectious agent, autoimmune problems, Crohn's disease, sarcoidosis. Complications: gastric perforation, hemorrhage, pernicious anemia, gastric cancer, malnutrition. Dietary management: depending on the seriousness of the patient, foods may be withheld for 24 to 48 hours. Fluid may be given intravenously if needed. Clear liquid, soft and bland diet should be given. Energy: adequate for tissue repair. Protein: adequate for tissue repair. 1 gram per kg body weight should be recommended. The sources of proteins are skim milk, egg, steamed fish. Fat should be restricted. Avoid fried foods. Dietary management: carbohydrate, simple and easy to digest. Example, rice and sago. Fiber, high intake of soluble fiber. Example, apple, banana, potato, and avoid high insoluble fibers. Vitamin B12 helps to treat pernicious anemia and Helicobacter pylori infections. Example, milk, egg, yogurt, cheese, fish. Vitamin A acts as an antacid, helps to healing of ulcer. That sources: papaya, green leafy, mango, etc. Vitamin C, fruits and vegetables. Example, orange, mango, watermelon, papaya. Foods to be avoided: coffee, tobacco, smoking, mint, vinegar and spices, carbonated beverages, high fat foods, milk, insoluble fibers. Thank you.